Right, it is here. The Sigma 30mm lens. This is a lens for the Micro Four Thirds processor that I ordered, and I was really excited to start completing my trilogy of the Sigma lenses. I've already got the 16mm lens, and that's good for capturing wider shots. But this 30mm lens I took out over the weekend, outside shots, nighttime shots, and an incredible performance on all aspects. Let me show you some of these pictures. Okay, so looking at some of these pictures in the folder, I compiled a whole bunch of different kinds of pictures, ranging from store product pictures. This one is of a Modelo can that I have in the store, and it's a good example of what kind of background separation that can be achieved and how good it's just detailing onto the can like that. I really like this shot. Another one that I got was of this ball cap. This ball cap we sell at the store, and I could use this picture as a good example. It's nice. It looks very colorful. The blue pops in it. I'm very happy with how this picture turned out. The 1.4 aperture really helps to separate the background from the subject. So like for example with this picture, you could see like the Collagen letters blurring out. And moving on to this picture right here, I have a customer that's holding a couple of bottles of Bel Air champagne, and I think that it did a good job of capturing the bottle and the background separation. Okay, so now let's take a look at some of the nighttime shots that this lens can capture, because this is a 1.4 aperture lens. You can capture some incredible nighttime shots that you normally couldn't with a lens like this. Okay, so when we're looking at the nighttime shots, I want to take a look at some of the scenes like this one here. This one I took in the downtown area, and when I was in the downtown area, it just holds the picture so well. Like you could see the bokeh balls, and you could see the nice detailing. Now I'm not using any kind of flash with this shot, so you could see that it's really doing good. This is just the raw image of it. I'm getting more into the habit of taking raw images and then also the regular image so that I can edit this later if I like to. But the courthouse, it turns out very pretty at nighttime, whereas if I wasn't using a lens like this, it would look kind of grainy and not right. Well, this one right here is a beautiful shot of my wife. She's just hugging a pole over here, and it's just nice colors popping. It's all off of just a little bit of a lamp post, and it captured the scene really well. Here's another shot right here. I'm just sitting on a bench, and you can see how it's blurring everything in the background, real pretty. And I'm just really happy with how these images are turning out, because normally if I try to shoot videos or pictures at night, these shots wouldn't turn out half as well. I put this picture up on my Instagram recently, and you could see how good this lamp in the background and just the shades just really turn out really good. After that, I went home and took a couple of pictures of different kinds of products in the house, like a plate of food that my wife cooked. You can see how it does a good job blurring it out the further it gets away from the camera. And then this Korean pancake she made, it just turns out really pretty. Took a picture of this creepy looking doll, this doll right here. It has good detailing, perfect sizing. Let's see what else we got here. Got a customer that came into the store and I said, hey, let me take your picture. He ended up posting it onto his Facebook because it turned out so nicely. Look at that. And then we've got some shots out in the big city. We went out, did some shopping, and while I was shopping, my wife took a couple of pictures. This was one of the pictures that she got of me, just chilling, posting. See how this detailing looks really sharp on me, and then the background, it starts blurring off. It's very good at capturing color too. Here's one where she was in front of a bed of flowers. You can see all the nice colors that's coming through the lens. And then we were out over by the waterfront and we're just hanging out. She's sitting down. You can see the nice blur in the background in this image too. Just trying to look like an Instagram model walking, and I was looking up some Google images of how Instagram models pose. One of them is the walking pose. So that's a nice shot there, just me walking. Here's one of my favorite ones that was with my wife. She was over by the riverfront and I captured this nice shot here with the building and her and just the way the whole sunset. I didn't have an ND filter on this image, but everything turned out really nice with this shot. I think this lens is easily becoming one of my favorite lenses to film with. I think I can create a lot of B-roll footage with this in video too, although so far I've only been experimenting with it on photos. A couple more here. This one right here, she's just peeking out from behind a tree with some leaves on it, so you could see how there's some background separation and you see how good the details are. And here's another shot here. I'm just sitting on this ledge and it's just really beautiful how it captures natural looking images. I like the focal length of it because it looks realistic, pretty similar to the human eye. And those were some of the images that I was able to capture, and that's pretty much my idea of this Sigma 30mm lens. If you haven't had a chance to play with the Sigma 30mm lens with a GH5, I highly recommend it if you're in the ballpark to look for a lens like that. It's like in the $200 range, so thanks for watching my review of the Sigma lens and taking pictures with it. See you on the next one. Peace.
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking, the hot bar. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.